All right. Well, I want to welcome everyone to today's training. Today is actually Monday, Money Making Monday, March 16th. And today's training is going to be about putting 100 people in your downline. What's the income producing activity that you should be doing? So our goal when we're over here is we want to begin with the end in mind. So yes, we're trying to knock out Founder and Knight and Noble. But if you set your sights on the beginning with the end in mind, which is Legend, then you're going to understand what you actually have to do to hit $100,000 a month, because it has never been so simple, not easy. It has never been so simple to do it in this particular company with this particular structure. And one thing I want you guys to understand is most people don't do well in network marketing because they fall in love with the product. And the product is amazing. Our product is money and education. So when you're promoting it, promote it like you're promoting an online university. That's what I say to people. Tradera is like an online financial Forex university. You plug in, you learn, we have small groups, but we're like a apprenticeship program. When you come to our university, you're learning, but we give you an opportunity to make money every day while you're learning the skill set. And we want you to stay in our program. That's the most important thing. So our first obligation to you is to help you get a scholarship to get your education for free. In order to get your education for free, we just ask that you introduce us to your network of people. Introduce us to the people that you know so that they can actually get on board with you. And the great thing about that is that everybody needs an accountability partner. So reach out to 10 to 20 people and just let them know, listen, I am in an awesome opportunity where we learn, but we're going to make money every single day. And actually, I'm getting ready to make $500 a month in the next 48 to 72 hours, and I just partnered. Hey, are you interested in learning? And I can help you make $500 a month in the next 7 days, 48 to 72 hours or 7 days. Are you interested? Okay, let me get my partner on the phone. That's how we market. Word of mouth marketing, belly to belly, relationship building is it's really what we should be doing in our business, okay? So I want you guys to understand it's just that simple. Before you go out and you do anything else, we build relationships, okay? We build relationships with our business partners, and we want to connect our potential business partners to our our upline business partners. Now, write this down, guys. This is very, very important. The very first thing that you need to understand is how this compensation plan works. You have to know your numbers. So when you're looking in your back office, you can go to Overview, and off to the right-hand side, it will tell you what rank you are and what your numbers are and what rank you're working on and what numbers you have when it comes to that particular rank. Also, scroll down on your menu bar and you can click Rank Analysis. Rank Analysis will actually tell you from Founder to Legend how many active personals do you need, which is 3. You have to know that number. Now, do not make your minimum your maximum. Every leader on this call, you should be focused on signing up 10 to 15 people. Don't even get excited when you get your 3. Okay, and I'm not saying that you can't celebrate along the way, but if you set your mind to begin with the end in mind, I'm a leader, I want to sign up 15 personals. So you sign up your first 3. Now, when your 3 get in there, you actually want to get your 3 in the game, which we're going to talk about in a moment. So you actually want to get them doing 3-way calls immediately. And how you do that, you want to introduce your 3 to your upline. That's what happened to me when I came in. Dominique Barbie brought me in. Within the first day of me coming in, she put me on the phone with David Luciaga, who is the #1 money earner over here, $50,000. And he talked to me. He poured into me, and he actually inspired me to do what he was doing. And then I got to work. That's what happens if you guys don't do that very important step. What you do is you put your 3 in, and then you go and try to chase the birds, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say chase the birds, you need to watch Jim Rohn, Sowing and Reaping. He talks about, in biblical terms, but he's a network marketer, that you don't want to be chasing the birds, okay? Some seeds are going to fall on unfertile ground, but you already have your sheep right now. You're a whale that wants to help people, but you're a shark, or you're a wolf that goes out and gets the sheep. You already have your 3 sheep. Don't go and chase the other sheep right now. You have 3 that are found and you're a founder. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you take those 3, introduce them to your upline. Your upline will get them in the game. Hey, welcome. We want to help you get free. That's the most important thing, that we want to help you get free. I need you to make a list of 10 to 20 people on paper right now. And within the hour, I need you to put 5 people on the phone with me. And here's what you say to them. So as soon as you get your 3 in the game, instead of you going out and chasing the birds, the other sheep that are out there, lost right now, focus on the 3 sheep that you have. And instead of bringing in 1 more person, your sheep will bring in 3 apiece. You bring in 9. So if you know your numbers, 3 will go get 9 more, and 9 will go get 27 more, and 27 more will go get 81 more. Okay? Guys, know your numbers. 6 levels deep, 81 times 81 times 3 is 243. Now 243 new people come into your business. Now you take those 243, and if everybody is teaching their 3 to get on with the leader, to put 5 people, or to put 10 to 20 people on a piece of paper, and you put them on the paper because you got to cross them off. Didn't answer. Watching the video, I put the time down so I know exactly. I gave them the video at this time. The video is only 9 minutes long. If they don't call me back in 10 minutes, I'm calling them back, because the fortune is in the follow-up. A lot of you guys do the work to put the information in front of people, and you wait an hour to follow up with them. Well, they've already forgotten the video. They're not excited anymore. People are fickle. You have to strike while the iron's hot. And the fastest copy machine wins. You can't wait on this one. When you launch your business, you should be exhausted your first week. You should get great sleep because you have done everything to get your business off the ground. I want you to think, if you were launching a sushi restaurant, okay? You know that there are people who don't like sushi, but you would put your flyer everywhere in the community. You would do an ad. You would get on social media. You would tell every single family member, I'm super excited. I just started my business. I'm launching. My grand opening is on Tuesday. Can you guys just come out and support me? Why don't we do that with our business? You know that Aunt Sally doesn't like sushi, but you know that Aunt Sally knows people who like sushi. So Aunt Sally may not join your business, but she talks all the time. And she's going to tell somebody, oh yeah, Joanne is doing some kind of educational platform where you can make a lot of money. Oh, really? Yeah, that sounds interesting. I wanted to do Forex. Oh, here, let me give you her phone number. Guys, in the very beginning of your business, it's not about everybody joining you. It's about you telling everybody before someone else does. We have some major leaders over here, and they are doing mass exposure right now. And you better tell people before someone else does. I just talked to a gentleman yesterday, and he said, I went to go tell my friend, and he said, darn it, you should have called me yesterday. I'm already in the business. You can't wait. It's a law of numbers. Reach out to 100 people 80 of them won't join you today, but 20% of them will. 20 people in your business, it's a law of numbers, okay? I have thousands of people in my organization. I know that they're not all going to join. I'm going to send email blasts, videos. My sister and I are getting ready to make videos and everything, and I'm going to send to 150,000 people. I know all of those people aren't going to join, but even if I got 1% of them to join, that's 1,500 people in my organization. So you guys have to know your numbers and you have to get in the game, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. All right. So really, really important that you don't chase the lost sheep. Focus on the found sheep and get those 3 on a call with a leader that can get them in the game. What actually is the game that I'm talking about? You got to get in the game, guys. There is nothing more important in our business than the 3-way call. And driving your leg 7 levels deep. That's it. You are never going to see me really doing anything else except launching my business, getting to know these people, and getting them going with 3 ways, because I know, listen, write this down. You have to assume that every single person you sign up is going to quit. I don't care how solid Reagan is and how excited she is. I think she's going to quit. I don't care how excited Robert Dean is. I'm assuming that he's going to quit my business. And my main goal is to make it, number 1, write this down. Assume everybody's going to quit. Don't get excited about anybody. Don't get excited about what people say. Only get excited about what people do. That's number 1. Do not get excited about what people say. Be excited about what they do. Action is the quintessential and most important thing in our business. Okay? So assume that they're going to quit. And then what you want to do is that you want to, it's this number 2, hopefully, you want to get into their network and make it hard for them to quit. Okay? So number 1, assume that everybody's going to quit your business. Number 2, get into their network and make it hard for them to quit. You make it hard for them to quit by you putting them on the call 3-way with the leader, getting them into the game as fast as possible, and then you can go back to work. Now you can continually recruit because it's always a recruiting game. You never want to start managing people, okay? Then you get back into the game and you drop someone in their leg 1, not in their leg 2 and 3, but in their leg 1. And then now you take that person, assume that they're going to quit. You want to get them in the game, the 3-way game. Get them to make a list of 10 to 20. Tell them within the hour, I need you to put 5 people on. You got to give people specific time frames, not sometime today, get some people on with me. No. And then someone's going to say to you, well, some of these people are at work. Well, go to the next person. And if you do 10 to 20, you might want to do 100 people. Pull everybody out of your phone and write them down. Like The Pursuit of Happiness, when he had that long list. And you want to make sure that you run through the person's legs. So I am going to sign up Sally. I think Sally's going to quit. So I need to, number 3, get into Sally's network 7 levels deep. Okay, so assume people are going to quit. Make it hard for them to quit. Get into their leg 7 levels deep until you find a leader. Some of you guys sign up 3 people and you're all jacked out of your mind and excited. That's not even who you need to know. Even though Barbara is amazing, Barbara introduced me to her grandson who signed up 79 people in one day. You got to keep going all the way through until you go 7 levels deep. So Barbara introduces me to Darnell. Darnell will introduce me to his 79 people. Out of those 79 people, maybe, somebody is a go-getter. And then I'm going to take that person and get to know who they know, who they know, who they know. I'll give you an example of this. When I was in my other company, I wanted to know who was on top. So I got into this company and I met this gentleman who made $100,000 in 10 months. He introduced me to this other gentleman who made $1.2 million, or I'm sorry, who made $100,000 in his first year, who introduced me to this other guy who made $1.2 million in that same company that year, who then introduced me to Robert Louis Dean Jr., who made $48 million. And it's a wrap after that. I learned everything that I know from him. So I want you guys to understand that you can't stop at one person. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? 7 levels deep. And when they put 5 on, 1 may sign up. Great. Take that one person, stick it under the other person, and tell that person, if you put 5 people on the phone with me, I'll give you my next person. And I build straight down in everybody's leg 1, straight down. Because then when the day's over, everybody in leg 1, they're all tied to each other, and it rolls all the way up to the first person. So they look in their leg and they're like, I have 10 people in my leg. The person above them or the person below might say, I have 9 people. I have, you know what I mean? All these people are underneath them, and it's going to make them chase you. I want them to feel like, oh my goodness, what do I need to do to get my other 2 legs going? Put somebody on the phone with me so I can get them in the game, and then I'll drive their leg 7 levels deep. That's what I do, okay? You guys have to get in the game as quickly as possible. Project 5000 is about knowing your numbers. And if you want to slow roll this thing, you can. Sign up 3 people this week. Next week, help those 3 get free. The next week, help those 3 get free. I just choose to do it really, really, really fast. I want it in my first week. I want it to have 300 people in my downline. I had 430. Moving into my second week, your second week doesn't take off as fast as you want it to because you're trying to get everybody trained. But momentum will happen in 90 days, and we won't be able to stop this train. But I knew second week was a little slower, but I'm still over 700 people. So then now that I'm training everybody to get in the game and follow the system of 3 ways, that's it. There is nothing. You can do the website stuff. You can do the Facebook stuff. That's whipped cream and the cherry on top. It is not your cake, okay? Your cake is 3-way calls. And then later on, guys, starting next week, some of you guys might be doing it now. We need to start doing in-home meetings. It's launch calls, in-home meetings, Super Saturdays, where we're going to have Super Saturday events where leaders will come into your city and you'll invite all of your people, and all of your new people will invite people. And then we might have 50 people in the room on a Super Saturday. But the next time, that 50 will be 300 in the room. And we'll be in every city setting up shop, looking for distributors, basically, and looking for customers who want to be clients. So now that I have 700 plus people, my focus is to duplicate that. So I'm in phase 3 of my own business. Phase 1, some of you guys, like the young lady who just joined, she's in phase 1. She's in pre-launch. So she needs to do mass exposure to everybody she knows and put them on with leaders, okay? And get her leaders positioned. When she gets to her second week, she needs to officially launch. Everybody needs to take all of their leaders, guys. This is where many of you are right now. You guys need to take the people that you have, and I'm going to be setting up something where you can know who the people are in your downline, because some of those people you don't know, but I know them. You need to set up a private Zoom call, and you establish yourself as the leader, and you set up a private Zoom call with all of the people that you know in your downline, and it might be 2 or 3 of them. And you need to do a private call, and you guys need to strategize for 30 minutes on a Zoom. Hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we always know each other's numbers, and everybody's working. Everybody's getting their people to do 3 ways. That's where you should be in the official launch. You've launched everybody. You've told everybody you know. Do an official launch. You can do it on one of my calls. Make one of your 9 o'clock, one of my 9 o'clocks, your personal call. All you have to do is, if you do a flyer and put your name on it and stuff. And that's your official launch. And tell me, hey, Megan, this is Daisy Wall Street. I'm actually doing my official launch on your call. I typically, guys, do like 5 to 10 launches on my 9 o'clock. That's what phase we're in right now. You guys need to officially launch your business and make yourself a flyer on postermywall.com and call every single person that you know, every single person who hasn't joined you yet, and say, I'm officially launching my platform. I need you to be on. What's going to happen is I'm going to say your name on the call and let you talk. Hey, I want to introduce you guys. There's 4 people launching their business. You guys are only going to talk for 30 seconds, so make it quick. I want to go ahead and introduce all of you to my partner. She's doing amazing things. She's killing the game over here. She's officially launching her business today, so thank you to all of her guests. I'm going to give her an opportunity to say a few words. Daisy Wall Street, you have the floor. Daisy is then going to turn around and edify me back. Okay, Megan is doing an awesome job. She's introduced me like the first Black female president ever, right? But make it fast, make it quick. And then Daisy's going to say, I just want to welcome all of my guests. Want you guys to understand that we're doing big things over here. I know this may not be for everybody, but everybody can do it. So definitely reach out to me after this call. Those of you who want to get positioned first, you're going to sit on top of my organization. I'm going to put 500 people in here, and I want to help you get to the next level. So thank you so much. Boom. Hey, I also want to introduce Joanne. Joanne's also killing the game. Blah, 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 blah. Joanne, take the floor. No long-winded testimonies. I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about when you go to Testimonial Tuesday at church and the same woman is up there giving the same testimony and it takes an hour. None of that, okay? Also, guys, on these launch calls, we need to play team. When I say, hey, state your name, let me know where you're calling from. If you're already in the business, you need to be super jacked, excited. This call is not for you. It is, well, let me take that back. This call is for you to learn the presentation, because if you've been over here for a week, you're not new anymore. And you need to get in the game and start presenting. Even if that means you take the 1-pager and you read the 1-pager to on a Zoom, something like that. But the call is for you to be listening and learning how to do the presentation. So one person told me, well, why do I have to get on? It's the same thing every time. Because you need to learn it so you can do it yourself. And then number 2, you guys have to get on there and play team. I don't care if there's one new person on my call. I am talking to that person. I'm trying to get that person in the business. So you guys need to turn off your videos. You need to get excited and unmute. I'm excited. We're doing great things. Play team. Write that down. You have to play team all the time. We're all connected somehow. So if Daisy Wall Street's killing it in my 3rd leg, guess what? Somebody in my 1st leg is going to benefit because now I can put my attention over there. We're all interconnected under my organization. When we go to these events and these meetings, if I say a joke that I've said 15 times, laugh every time. Ha, 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 laugh. That's so funny. You have to play team all the time. These new people, guys, don't know. They want to join something exciting. They want to feel like people work together. And don't get on these calls and ask questions. I used to have people do that in my last company. They get on there and ask questions that are negative. Well, hey, I couldn't get in my back office yesterday because no, this is not that call. This is for new people. Do not air dirty laundry on a launch call, okay? Guys, we got to play team. So when we're launching, I need you guys who make flyers, okay? And I'll show it to you again if you need to see it. Make flyers. And this week, I need you to pick a day, a 9 o'clock call to officially launch your business and tell me, and I'll let you speak at the very beginning, okay? Last thing, guys, my sister and I, this is the last phase for us. Now we start going to our cold market, and now we're going to start doing videos. Whoever makes videos signs people up. I've signed up so many people for my YouTube page because I know that content brings people in your business. And people are looking to join Tradera. So who do you think they're going to join? The mouthpiece. They're going to join the person who's talking, posting videos. You have to post content. People are looking. Okay. So when this email blast, Reagan and I are getting ready to do a massive launch to our cold market. Who do you think I'm going to be looking to feed in my downline? I'm going to feed those people who are focused on feeding themselves. Nobody waiting. And I have some people who came over with me and they still, they're a little spoiled. They're used to having me all the time. And now I'm busy and they're, getting a little frustrated. I can't get you because all these new people are coming in. Well, that's what it's about. Write this down, guys. It's always about new blood. It's always about new blood. Okay, because the old people have been here for a while. Some of you guys are going to start making $20,000 to $50,000 a month, and you're going to get all comfortable and lose your hunger a little bit because you're a fat cat now, right? It's always about the new people. Every single day on these calls, you can't get on these calls by yourself. It's not for you, per se. It is for me to lose my voice talking to your new people. And then what do you do with those new people? As soon as you get off the phone, put this in big bold letters. The fortune is in the follow-up, always. You cannot wait, because as soon as you get off the call, that's why you call that person. I need you to be on this call. I'm going to call you right after. Okay. They're going to say, okay. That's why you make a list and you know who you have to call. Boom, 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 boom. That person didn't answer. Let me call the next one, call the next one, call the next one. Okay. And you have to call them right away, guys, because as soon as you get off the call, guess what? Their husband or wife is going to say something that makes them mad. Their kid's going to not go to bed and it's going to be frustrated. They're going to stump their toe. Something is going to happen, and that person is going to be jacked and super excited, and then they're going to be super unexcited, okay? So you guys have to get into their network immediately, right? Also, when we do this email blast, we're super excited about it because, we're really going to be working to build as many people as possible. We want to knock out the ranks as quickly as possible, because then we kind of become the giving tree to people who are working. We've looked at this before. One second. Sister's buzzing herself in. We've looked at this before, guys. And I want you to think about what the millionaire leaders are doing right now. They have put 500 people in my second leg. They've only been over here for a couple days. How did they put 500 people in my second leg? Number one, they did their first in-home meeting the first day, and they brought all their leaders to the house. They got all their leaders positioned first. Once they got all their leaders positioned, they started doing massive three-way calls to their leaders. Massive three-way calls, back to back to back to back to back three-way calls. And then they launched officially on a Zoom. After they launched officially on a Zoom, they had their first big event. Guys, they did this all within less than a week. They had their first big event at somebody's house, and everybody invited everybody that was in the business in Atlanta. This is where the hub is right now. This is where the majority of my team is right now, in Atlanta. Why? Because they are launching they're getting with their leaders, launching their businesses. Now they're just driving their legs. Okay, who's Bob? No, Sue. All the way down, tap rooting their legs all the way down. And if you put 10 people on the phone, one person's going to sign up. Be excited about that one. That's the doorway to success. Okay, here's the next step, guys. 6 simple steps to getting started. Number 1, you want to enroll as a client member for $99. Learn how to start trading Forex. But guys, if you don't know, it takes a minute. So I want you to actually plug in to the system. Plug into the system and get connected to all of the groups. But you might spend your first 30 days, guys, making sure that you can pay your subscription. That's what you should be doing, okay? Get into the groups, but you shouldn't be trading right away if you don't know what you're doing. Even if you do know what you're doing, you should be in your demo account. And we're actually going to have some getting started classes of our own that we're going to be rolling out over the course of this week and next week, where we have, quick starts and things like that, and how to set up your MT4 class every Tuesday at 8 or something like that, okay? So we're going to be doing that. Start your 2-week online course in your back office. There's a 2-week syllabus. Start there. So when people are like, I don't know what to do, that's the very first thing you need to tell them. Start with day 1. Do what they tell you to do on day 1 and plug into all of the paid Facebook groups and Tradera groups, okay? Second thing, make a list of 10 people that may want to learn okay? And that's going to be one of the most important things. Do they want to learn? Sorry, there's a typo in there. Follow up with your prospects and get them on the phone, get them on a 3-way so you can enroll excited people. You're going to sort people out. Are they a client or are they an IBO? Some people are just going to want to learn, and that's fine. Don't push them too hard, but you may want to say, let me help you at least get free. Get them plugged into the training. Duplicate this process with your team by doing 3-way calls, okay? Next step, get in the game. This is what your structure needs to look like. And until your structure kind of looks like this, you're not all the way in the game. So you sign up your first 3, help your 3 get their 3, help their 3 get their 3. That's the foundation. You've already gone 3 levels deep, okay? Help your 3 get 3. Turn your attention off of yourself for a minute, because you have 9 new people that you need to help, okay? Take those 9 people and tag team them and help them get plugged in and help them get free. And then you're going to have potentially 27 new people come into your organization. Guys, 3-way call, 3-way call, 3-way call until they get their 3. It might take them a whole entire 7 days to get their 3. But if you're doing that with every person, don't bog them down with extra stuff right now. The first week, get them free. That's it. Don't try to put them in some kind of extra training or anything like that. You just need to tell them, all we're doing this week is 3-way calls. And then the next week, let's make you a flyer and you can officially expose this to everybody you know once you have your education for free, okay? 3-way calls, that's it. The Tradera business model, guys, the founder, you need 3 people in your organization. They actually don't all have to be they can all be in one leg, I found out. So personally refer 3 customers to Tradera. Your monthly subscription is free, okay? Next, you want to knock out night. Personally refer 3 people. You need a total of 10 people in your downline. They can be personally sponsored to you. They could be placed in your organization, or it could be spillover. They've fallen into your operation. So you need to know your numbers and get your people in the game. That's all we're talking about on this training. Know your numbers, get your people in the game. So you need 4, 4, 2. Okay? 4, 4, 2. Next, you need to make sure you hit Noble. Noble, same thing. 3 people, it's a total of 25. You're at 250 per week, 1,000 per month. At this point, everybody needs to be paying not just $15. Do not let people in your organization say, well, I'm just going to pay $15 and work my business. That will kill our organization because they won't count. You have to pay the $99 and the $15. So you're paying $114 to hit this rank. You need 10, 10, 5, okay? First leg, second leg are always the same. Third leg is your lesser leg. But every leg, let it run to China, okay? Your next leg, you want to get to Bishop. 500 a week, 2,000 per month, 30, 30, 15. Know your numbers. 30, 30, 15 for Bishop, okay? When you get to Duke or Duchess, $1,250 per week. This is the When we hit Duke or Duchess, guys, when you get people hitting this rank, it's a done deal after this. But the focus is, how do we get to Duke or Duchess? Get everybody free. That's it. How do I get to Legend? Make sure when people come in, you work your butt off with them for 7 days to get them free. That's it. That's what's going to get you to Duke or Duchess. 100, 150. Okay? Prince or Princess, 2,500 per week, 10,000 per month, 200, 200, 100. How do you get there? Get everybody free. Okay? King and Queen, and I'll have this PowerPoint for you guys, and I'll have a PDF so that you can keep the PDF link on your phone and you always know your numbers. 5,000 per week, 20,000 per month, 400, 400, 200. And one of my legs, my second leg right now, guys, there's almost 500 people in that second leg. In my first leg, I know my numbers, I have 131. In my third leg, I have 118. Okay, 126, I think. It's either 118 or 126 in my third leg. So I'm concentrating heavily on my first and third leg. Doesn't mean I'm not helping people in my second, but I had a lady today say, can you put somebody in my leg? She's in my second leg. I can't put my personal people there. I can drive your leg for you, though. If you give me a person, I'll work for you and drive the leg until I put 20, 30 people in there, because I still have to get 2,000 people in that leg, okay? If I want to get to Emperor or Empress, 2,500 per week, 50,000 per month, 1,000, 1,500. Well, I already have 700 plus people, so I'm on track to hit Legend in 90 days, okay? I got, looking at my weeks, I'm in my third week. I know exactly where I should be in my fourth week, my fifth week, and I know, okay, I'm a little behind. I may not hit it in 90, maybe I hit it in 120. But if I'm trying to hit it in 90 and I miss the mark by 30 days, okay, I'm not going to be upset if I hit 100 G's in, 4 months. Okay, next, guys, Legend, 25,000 per week, 100,000 per month, 3 personal somewhere in there, 2,000, 2,000, 1,000. You're Legend at that point, okay? Position equity. This is what you guys need to be telling people when you talk to them. Look, I'm going to put 500 people. You guys got to speak it and believe it. I told you guys I was going to put 500 people in my organization in the next 90 days. I did it in really 1 week, okay? So position equity, you got to get people in, and then if they wait, they might come in at the bottom. So I want you guys to understand, getting started in this business is very simple. Enroll as a client for $99. Plug into our training, Freedom Mindset, my training, GMT, the Global Money Team, plug into their training, and I'll be telling you guys when it is, because I'm getting everything organized. Enroll 3 and yours is free, and then help everybody else get their education for free. Register on our team private Facebook page and make sure every person that you bring in is in the Telegram. My Telegram only has 300 people in it, but there's 700 people on my downline. So something's not adding up. Number 5, set your business goals for your first 5 days. Hey, I want to hit night in 1 week. Get your first 2 checks within your first 2 weeks, okay? And then, guys, get your mind right. You got to get up every day and watch something empowering. Watch Stormy Wellington, Robert Dean, Holton Buggs, Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Rohn. You got to watch somebody who's doing what we do, who's doing it really well, and attract people. Stop talking about your problems, okay? Nobody wants to join a victim in business. You got to be excited. Stop sounding sad when you talk to people. They need to hear something in you they've never heard before, some kind of energy or fire inside of you. And then they're going to go, oh, I've never heard you sound like this before. You're super excited. Then you're going to build your enrollment and build your income. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important thing. Get your product experience, rank advancement, team members ranking up, build a culture where recruiting is an all-time activity. Don't let your people get in here and sit for a week. Oh, I had a church event, I couldn't do it. You better be recruiting at that church event, okay? And you and your team's income needs to be the most important, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, that is our training. Know your numbers, get in the game. Know your numbers, get in the game, okay? I want to thank you guys. We'll be doing another training, so I'm going to go ahead and stop recording for just a second. Now, I thank you guys. My name is Megan Lynch, one of the leaders here with Tradera, Freedom Mindset, and also we partnered with the Global Money team. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day.